Well, what is it about this tournament course week where everything remains bunched? I mean, you made it yourself a very good run to get yourself in the midst of it, and now you wait to see where you.
Yeah, I mean,
go.
I love this golf course. This is even though I guess 11 under is leading right now, it'll probably get to 13 or 14 would be my guess. You can make a mistake real quick, but you can also have some birdie looks out here. So. I love playing this place. I played well here last year and got some good vibes running around this place.
You can make one mistake. You can make a par, Will, and drop like 6 spots the way it was today. Felt like.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's we've had a nice run the last couple of days. I mean, it's nice to find a little something yesterday with my setup and my golf swing, and paid off today. I mean, I was hitting some really nice wedges in there, which Josh and I have been working really hard on.
What happened Thursday?
I didn't have Joel reading any putts. I had him start reading the putts yesterday, and obviously it's been a nice little run. So we've obviously been close all year, but having that confirmation in there has been super helpful the last couple of days.
I think what I'm getting at, when you've had the year you had and you have the position you have, and if it doesn't go well for you this week, it's not the end of the world under the setup. Was there any part of you that was very determined to not let this week be a downer?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I kind of had a hilarious conversation with my fiance about it because she asked me on Thursday night what my plans were if I didn't make the weekend. And so she meant that in all good fun. So it was. I knew I've been playing some good golf. I mean, I plugged 3 balls and bunkers in my first 20 holes, and so I knew I needed to steer away from them. And I, had a couple of very strange lies, up against callers or. 1 foot in a bunker, 1 foot out the first day, and then I've just been striking it really well the last 2 days in particular, which has led to a lot of birdie looks.
What answer did you give her?
I told her, let's cross that bridge when we get there.
You've already spoken about how difficult it is to change caddies, but when you have success like this right away with a new caddy, is there any part of you that says, okay, I made the right move, or too early to tell, or does it feel good to have it kind of pay off immediately?
Yeah, no, and I mean, like I said, Ryan's a brother for life. I mean, we've texted since last Friday, and of course, there's always a honeymoon phase in anything that you do, but Joel's great. He's a great player, which obviously really helps with calling him in and trying to tell him, hey, I'm thinking between these 2 clubs, and he's really getting me committed to a lot of these shots that I'm hitting. I think, if anything, over the last kind of couple weeks, I've done a really bad job of being specific, and he's making sure that I'm as specific as I can possibly be.
And then what was the thought behind starting out the tournament, I'm going to read my own putts, and then what changed?
I think it was honestly just we're still trying to figure each other out a little bit. And, I'm typically a really good green reader, but I think it's, we haven't really had different reads on any putts so far. It's really just been having the confirmation that we've got the right read, and if it goes in, it goes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I think the confirmation part is the part that's really helped.
Has there been anything he's mentioned from when he was on the bag when Ben won here?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he's been joking with me about we're in spots that, since I'm long, that is a little farther than where Ben hit it. But, no, I mean, obviously, anytime you have a guy that's won on a golf course, you want to, soak up as much knowledge as you can, and he's been great.
The 3 weeks before this, all kind of around 20th. I mean, not bad, but probably wanted better. What was rated, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, the good was really good. It was just the bad was really bad. I think I made 14 birdies on the weekend last week and shot 6 under, which around that golf course, which I know really well, is not great. So we did a pretty good job the last couple of days of cleaning up the bad, if you will, and I think that's the reason why these last 2 days have been solid.
Can you point to one thing you've learned playing really well in big tournaments and being really close, now that you're again close and have a chance to win? Is there anything you'll take with you?
Yeah, I think it's a comfort level. I mean, I've been played on the biggest stages in the majors, and I've felt comfortable in those positions. I mean, obviously I haven't gotten a win out of it yet. Eventually we will, and hopefully tomorrow it is.
Is this golf course easy with 15 under winning, or is it difficult because it can change quickly?
Yeah, I think the big thing about this place is honestly it's having Zoysia fairways where you're always going to have a good lie. The example I can give you with last week is it's Bermuda, it's soft, the ball can kind of sit down in the fairway, and it's tough to get the right distance and judge it from there. So this week, I mean, it's like, practically hitting it off a tee a few times. But, like I said, you got to avoid the bunkers this week because, like I said, I've seen 9 plugs in 3 days. So just got to avoid them at all costs.
Well, you're a fan of the sport, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you put your fan hat on for a second, what do you think are some of the big storylines this time of the year?
Which ones are you alluding to?
I just wanted you to. Well, I wasn't alluding to that. If that didn't exist,
yeah, I mean,
what are we missing, Will?
I think we're doing a pretty good job of covering everything right now. This week's been a pretty wild week. I mean, having 25 guys huddled around an iPad on Tuesday shows you how much we all care and how much we love this tour. You've got guys grinding for your card last week to have be fully exempt throughout the season, and then obviously this week makes a big difference going forward. So, I love seeing the coverage of guys, each week where we're covering guys that are, it's life-changing. I mean, making it to East Lake's life-changing, making it, obviously, to here this week can be life-changing for some guys. And so, I think that's really the biggest aspect is the stories that it's not really about the guys winning. It's also about, like I said, some of these weeks, one shot could be the difference in you playing every event next year and playing half.
Thanks, Will.
Thanks.